Hello Taurus, welcome to your monthly read for September. Let's see what the cards have for you. I have already shuffled all the decks. I'm just getting your energy into the cards one last time. All right, we're starting with the Knight of Swords crossed by the Six of Wands. Interesting. Three of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords in your crown, the Chariot in your near future. Interesting. The Knight of Cups, the Magician. Interesting. Two of Cups. The Lovers in your outcome. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands, Page of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. You're on the threshold of something new, a brand new adventure, bringing in some abundance. Wow, you've got these two golden scepters, one after the other, with the King of Pentacles and the Empress. Really interesting energy. Okay, before we look at those, I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards for you. So from the Enchanted Forest Oracle, you have Silent Watcher. Think before making decisions. Interesting. Think before making decisions. That matches very well with this Knight of Swords in the heart of your spread. We'll get to that. From the Spirit Animals Oracle, we have, Hummingbird with miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. That's so beautiful. I'm also getting the sense to look out for miracles in your own life, and they might be very, very small little signs that your angels are watching out for you, that your loved ones that have passed over are watching out for you. Things like coming across a feather on the ground, or being visited by a bird or an animal that's unexpected. These little messages from the animal kingdom feel like they're little miracles for you to pay attention to, to remind you that magic exists in the world. I'm really getting that with that hummingbird. So pay attention, Taurus, because someone wants to reach out to you. There's a really beautiful heart connection from Spirit coming through for September for you. Really sweet. Right, this is really interesting. You are definitely on the threshold of a brand new adventure with that Three of Wands and that Page of Wands. And this is about your ships coming in. Because this is at the bottom of the deck, this is the energy sort of overseeing the whole read and the whole of September. So it may be that this doesn't resolve this month. There's something, though, that is coming in that feels like a really positive journey for you. It's just at the beginning stages, though. So this is kind of a pause and be patient and wait kind of energy, which I'm definitely getting here, especially that Silent Watcher saying think before making decisions. And with that Knight of Swords, we'll get to the Knight of Swords though, because in your recent past first, we had the Six of Pentacles. This is an interesting energy. There is a degree of balance that has been needed. I feel like what this is pointing at is you've been really trying to work at how much energy you put out in the world and how much you allow yourself to receive. I feel like this is something you've actually been working on. It's like you're aware that you've probably been expending too much, or you've been too generous with your time, your finances, with yourself, and you've been trying to be a little bit more generous with yourself, to try to give yourself a bit more attention, a bit more focus, a bit more time for yourself. You've been trying to find that balance. And I feel like that's almost been the trigger for why this new journey is waiting for you on the horizon. It's like you've recognized that it's time to focus on what's right for you, but it's still being generous with the people around you. It's not a selfish desire. It's not something that's blocking you off from the people around you. It's just recognizing that this is your life. You get to live your life the way you want to live it. And if you don't harm the people around you and welcome them into your world, then you should be able to live it in the way that works for you. It's a really beautiful way to embrace this new start of your journey, and I can understand why you're ready for this new adventure. However, you have the Knight of Swords in the heart of your spread, which is really telling me to ask you to be a little bit cautious about running headlong into something. It's like you've had this epiphany and you've been really working towards finding your balance. This epiphany is sort of coming with this Page of Swords. You've had this fresh clarity that's come in for who you want to be, this way you want to be in the world, and you want to bring it all in all at once. You've got all these ideas. It's a really exciting revelation for you. But this Knight of Swords, along with this Three of Wands and this Silent Watcher, are asking you to just have a little bit of caution, a little bit of patience. Think before making decisions, because this does feel like it's a really big deal. You don't want to rush headlong in and tumble off this horse. Now you've got the Six of Wands in your challenge position. This is a really interesting card in this position, because what I feel like it's telling me is you've got all these ideas. You can see what you want to bring into your life. And because this card is crossing the Knight of Swords, it's like you're not recognizing or acknowledging what you already have, the success that you've already had in your life, the small achievements, the big achievements. It's like you're not seeing them because you're so focused on your goal, whatever this night is heading towards, this new epiphany that you've had, this new way of being in the world. This Six of Wands is wanting you to recognize how far you've come. It's wanting you to recognize your successes, to acknowledge them, to just kind of take time, use that Three of Wands energy to just take time and appreciate this. Yes, you're about to start on a brand new adventure and it is very exciting, but you don't want to be leaving behind all your other accomplishments. In whatever facet of your life this is referring to for you, you've lived a life up to this point. You've had accomplishments, you've had successes, big and small, internal and external. Let yourself acknowledge these, because these are going to be what helps you recognize what works for you. These are going to help you recognize what brings you joy. I feel like that's really, really important for you, Taurus. Don't dismiss all of your past accomplishments, your current accomplishments, the things that are actually serving you already, just because something new is coming in and you're getting excited by it. That's why this Knight of Swords is asking you to slow down a little bit. Just take your time with this. I'm getting that a little bit already for this month. Just have a little bit of patience. Things are coming in, things are changing. Just have a little patience. Don't rush in too quickly, because you might miss the good along the way. You have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the spread. I actually really like this. This is kind of pointing to the same message. There's something that is starting, but the Three of Pentacles is a very low level card. It's like starting at the beginning. This is the apprenticeship card. It is again pointing towards things wanting to come in slow and build from the ground up. As I said, it's the apprenticeship card. It's a kind of learning experience. It's not starting right from scratch, but it's having that student mentality, being open to new ideas, to collaboration, because that's very much a card of collaboration. Because this is below the surface, I feel like it hasn't been able to come into play, because you've got these lofty ideals, which we want. You want to have these lofty ideals. You want to maintain your aspirations, which is very much what that Page of Swords has brought in. But the Page is also a student. He's willing to learn and to start at the beginning. As long as you keep that student mentality, that open-mindedness, this Three of Pentacles will be able to come to the surface. And what I'm feeling is, if you can start off slow, if you're not trying to push things to move really quickly and leap to the front of the pack immediately, what's going to happen is that you'll start slow and steady, and you'll move straight into this chariot, which is going to power you forward at a much faster pace. It's really interesting. It's like slow, massive rev up with that chariot card. But it's not going to rev up until this Three of Pentacles comes to the surface. So do start nice and slow. Think before making decisions. Take your time with this. Again, with this Miracles card, I think it was with Aries, I got the card that was about finding simple things, finding joy in simple things. I'm getting the same flavor with this Miracles card. Like I said, keep an eye out for miracles in your own life. Noticing a feather on the ground, noticing a bird that comes to visit you. If you're too caught up in your head and too caught up in your goals, you're not going to notice those small, simple things around you. You're going to miss those pleasures, those joys, and those successes, those little moments in your life that bring you joy and make you feel like life is an accomplishment just on its own. If you can slow down, take things a little bit slower, not only will you find those miracles in your life and gain pleasure from life just being as it is, you'll also find that you're able to build whatever this new journey is, whatever this new thing is that you're bringing in, nice and slow and steady, and it will take off a lot quicker. If you try to push it before it's ready, I feel like that's where the delays are going to come in. But I don't really need to worry about it because this chariot is in your near future. It is coming in. As I said, it's a fast moving energy that I'm feeling from this one today, and it's you in the driver's seat. You're driving your path. The other message with this, though, is just saying to be clear about where you want to go. Try not to get pulled in two directions because you've got the black and the white sphinx here. You can get pulled in two directions if you're not keeping focused on what your goal is. So that's what I was saying. You don't want to lose that goal-orientated energy from the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords. You want to have that clear in your mind, and that will help you steer this chariot. It will help you focus on where you're actually wanting to go. It's just asking you to go at a little bit of a slower pace. Try to hold the reins a little bit longer until it's ready to take off. I love the Knight of Cups in your advice position. This is asking you to keep your heart involved in this. This is kind of pointing towards the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords, which are very mental energies. If you're too caught in your head, that's when you miss the heart. That's when you miss the miracles, and that's where you can kind of get lost and lose track of those learning energies, those collaborative energies. Reconnect with your heart. Make sure your heart's in play here. Follow your joy. That's where that simple pleasure, that's where those miracles come in. What does it say? You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. You want to maintain that beautiful hummingbird energy. This Knight of Cups is kind of reminding you about this miracles card. That's what's going to make this a success for you, whatever this is that you're bringing in, keeping connected with your heart. The Magician in your external factors is really interesting. I've had him there before, and it's always an interesting energy in that position. What I'm almost feeling in your case is that he's pointing to the possibility that people around you may expect you to be everything for everyone. The Magician has mastered all of the elements of the tarot. He's the alchemist. He can manifest abundance, he can manifest the world that he wants, and it's about as above so below. It's bringing that higher energy into physical reality. And in that position right now, I'm feeling like people are just expecting a lot from you, and that could be why you're feeling this need to rush, to push things more quickly than they're ready to go. If you get that energy, once again, come back to your heart, reconnect with your heart. Take that time to pause before making decisions. Think before making decisions. Don't let people around you rush you. That's another energy of that Knight of Swords. Don't let people rush you into making a decision. Don't let people push you into choosing a path before you're fully centered and grounded and ready to go forward, because you really want to know where you want to go. And I actually got immediately drawn to the Two of Cups. I don't normally get this message with the Two of Cups. But in your case, in this position, I got this feeling of like your heart's being pulled in two different directions, just like that chariot. So you need to find your center. You need to find that center. You need to merge these two. There's two becoming one. You need to know with clarity, that Page of Swords, what it is you want before making any decisions. So again, try not to listen to people around you that are pushing you to rush into this. Connect with your heart. This is a beautiful card. It's in your hopes and fears position. I always feel like you're worried you're going to make the wrong decision, because it doesn't feel like there is really a wrong decision for you at this time. It's like your heart is getting pulled in two different directions. It's like I don't know, if you had two people interested in you and you really liked both of them and you could see yourself with both of them, and you can't decide who to go with. It's a very unusual example, but it's just because it's a cups card. It's it can often bring up relationships and love. But this is just asking you to not rush into this decision. Connect in with yourself, go quiet and calm, and try to connect not just with your heart, not just with your head, but with the two of them together and with your intuition. Because again, there's no wrong decision here. It's just about what's right for you, what you feel like is going to be the best way forward. You do have clarity here. You do know what it is you want. There's just something in you that's getting pulled in two different directions, as I said. So take the time. Don't rush this. You want to make sure that you're on the right path. You've got the Two of Cups with the Lovers. These two cards are very, very similar. This is about a choice. This really is about a choice, and it's about choosing what your heart truly wants. It's basically everything I was already saying. You're feeling like you're worried that you're going to make the wrong decision. Again, no wrong decision. It's just about what your heart truly wants. You have the angels watching out for this. This union, whatever this is, whatever this decision is that you're confused about, or whatever this decision is that you need to make, it is connected to your heart. It is connected to your emotions. And this card is trusting that you will make the right decision. You are going to follow your heart here. It's like whatever decision you make, it is going to be the right one. So you don't really need to agonize over it. This is peak in the background. You're reaching great heights here. Your heart is going to be very, very full. This is a beautiful connection in this Lover's card. Look, for some of you, there could be some kind of relationship that really, well, this is about a soulmate connection. It's a perfect match kind of thing. And it doesn't necessarily need to be a relationship or a romantic relationship, but it is about you finding your perfect match in whatever way that manifests for you. It could be the perfect job or the perfect house, the perfect location to live, the perfect partner, perfect hobby, the perfect pet. This is kind of a perfect match situation, which is why I've been saying there's no wrong decision, because it's obviously going to be perfect for you. This is amazing. So just be patient with this. You don't need to rush this decision. When the right person, scenario, thing is ready to come into your life, it will come in. So go nice and slow. Build up your skills and knowledge base before you make any decisions here, because when it's time, you will know and you will make the right decision for yourself. Really beautiful. Okay, I'm going to pull some clarifiers for you, Taurus. This feels like it's been a really clear reading. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to pull on. It's really interesting. I guess I should pull on the Knight of Swords and the Six of Wands there, just to see if there's anything I've missed. You've got the Page of Cups. It's another page. It's, again, another one that's asking you to just come at this as a student. All right, we've got two cards flipped over. We've got the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Wow, really interesting energies. It feels like if you come at this from that student mentality, if you keep your heart open, that Page of Cups is a heart card, an emotional card, keeping your heart open to all the possibilities, and trust that you, as this authority, as this powerhouse Queen of Wands energy with her fire and her intuition and her compassion, will know the right choice to make to bring in all of your wishes. Again, there's no sense of rush with any of these cards. Even the Queen of Wands, who does have a lot of energy, there's a lot of fire with the Wands cards, because she's a queen, it's a sort of internal energy. It's not an external push like that Knight of Swords, that rushing energy. None of these are rushed. This is all asking you to take your time to enjoy this process. Not just enjoy the decision once it's made, but enjoy the process of making the decision, of keeping your heart open and seeing all of these options, because you might discover that what you had in your head was there's actually something even better out there for you. So keep your heart open and trust that your decision that you make with that Queen of Wands is going to be the right one for you. It's basically everything I've already said, but it's really nice to get that clarified, because that Knight of Swords in the heart of your spread is probably going to be quite prominent. You're probably going to get a real push to make a decision quickly, and you don't want to rush this. You really want to take your time and keep your heart open with that Knight of Cups. I am going to pull on the Magician card now. Ooh, we just got the Ten of Wands flip over. Interesting. It's the end of a harvest, reaping the rewards. Let's see what else comes out before I interpret that further. Actually, I'm getting the message now that this is saying you're kind of done with being everything for everyone. You've had enough of that. You've been doing that a long time. That's why you started finding your balance with that Six of Pentacles, started being a little bit more generous with yourself and stopped pouring all of your energy into everyone else. You're done with that. Now it's time to reap the rewards for yourself. Now it's time to give yourself a little bit of a reward. Four of Pentacles. It's a lower level energy. You don't need to focus on that anymore. It's about holding on tightly to what's familiar, to what's comfortable. The people around you are probably going to be a little bit slow to change, to accept the change in you. So be patient with them, but be strong with yourself. Don't cave in to their demands. Don't try to rush this decision just because they're demanding it. And remember all of those lessons you've learned with that Six of Pentacles. You can be generous with the people around you, but not at your own expense anymore. It's time to be a bit more generous with yourself. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. Wow, you have 3 pages now. I love that. I love this particular page. It's like he's planted his seed. The sunflower is just starting to grow and he's just enjoying watching it grow. The Page of Pentacles is particularly a student. He takes his time. He learns his lessons. He researches everything he needs to know. And he allows his learning to develop in its own time. He's not rushing this. This is very much what I've been saying. Just be patient. Be patient with yourself and be patient with the people around you, because they're not going to understand why you're starting to shift. Why they might start calling you selfish. Like, this is not a selfish situation. This is about giving yourself a little bit more time and energy and not pouring it all into everyone else's stuff. It's not about them anymore. This is your life. You get to live it the way you need to live it for yourself, for your own benefit, for your own health and well-being. So be patient. Take the time that you need to take for yourself and be patient with the people around you, and recognize that they're just sort of stuck in their old ways, but you're done with this now. I love that message. That's really, really great. You have planted a new seed. This is something new just for you, and it's blooming and it's beautiful. This is so great. Okay, I'll pull up this Lovers card. I'm really curious about whatever this is. It does feel like a perfect match. I just want to see if I can get any more information about what might be coming in for you. The Four of Cups. That's an interesting one. Wow, the Ten of Pentacles. Nice. And the Four of Swords. That's so cool. And you've got the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Oh, I love that. That is definitely the planting of something new. Things are going to pick up the pace again eventually. Things are going to be moving slowly and they're asking you to move slow. But remember, we had that Chariot in there. This Eight of Wands is another card that's quite swift, coming in quickly. You'll have the clarity and stability to manage this by that point, though. And this Ace of Pentacles, another one that's quite slow, that seed being planted, pointing again towards that Page of Pentacles there. But these 3 cards, clarifying this Lovers, really interesting. The Four of Cups feels like it's that choice again. It's pointing towards that choice. What I'm feeling in this case is that it's asking you to actually be open to something new. You might have an idea of what it is you want, but that's based on what's familiar and what you already know. Be open to something that might surprise you, because whatever's coming in, this Ten of Pentacles is so much abundance. This is the universe showering you with abundance. You could be getting an inheritance or some kind of financial support, something that's coming in unexpectedly and is going to be really positive, a really positive contribution to your life. With this Lovers card, it feels, I almost got this sense that with keeping your heart open and accepting something new, you're not only getting an emotional reward for this, a sense of emotional satisfaction, you're getting material abundance. You're getting something in the material world that's actually really exciting for you. So do stay open to something new coming in, something new and positive and exciting that you might not have considered before. This Four of Swords, it's another one that is asking you to just be patient with this. Just allow it to come in when it's ready. Take time out to rest, to reconnect with your heart, to enjoy simple things. Think before making decisions. Enjoy the little miracles. Spread the miracle of happiness. Just find that gentle, peaceful, relaxing energy of that Four of Swords to allow this to flow into your life. That's the feeling I'm getting with the Four of Swords right now. It's like being in the flow, allowing things to evolve in their own way, when they're ready, in their own time. This is coming in. September feels like it's going to be asking us for a bit of patience and trusting the flow of life, the flow of the universe, that things will come in when they're ready. And when they're ready, it's going to be beautiful. If you try to push it too quickly, it's either going to be delayed, or you might get a little bit off balance, or things are just not going to be quite ready for you and you're going to get a little sense of frustration or confusion. So be patient and trust that this is coming in. It's very cool. You are getting the same messages over and over again, aren't you? But it's whatever it is, it's going to be really amazing with that 10 of Pentacles there. Really incredible. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 final message cards, and I just had the Page of Wands flip out again. Wow, he was underneath that 3 of Wands. You are on the threshold of a new adventure. Another page as well. Page of Wands, Page of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. All 4 pages right now. Really important to stay in that student mode, to stay in that open positivity, to trust that things are going to work out in their own way and not to push things before they're ready. I keep saying the same message, but it keeps coming through for you, Taurus. But how amazing that Page of Wands is our little tour guide going off on his adventure. He's ready to come in. Right, the King of Cups flipped out. Beautiful. Emotional balance and stability. Again, same kind of message. It's just asking you to maintain your emotional balance, to stay centered and grounded and trust that things are going to happen when they're meant to happen. That King of Cups weathers every storm. He doesn't get fazed by rough seas. He doesn't get fazed by crazy emotions and the people around him. He's calm and centered and balanced. That's really pointing for me towards that 4 of Swords again. Just finding that balance, finding that calm and peace and trust in the universe, trusting in the flow of life, knowing that this adventure will come in when it's ready. Wow, you got the Empress. She popped out again. I love this. This is really beautiful. So she's all about abundance and creativity. And she's also someone with the golden scepter, indicating that everything she touches turns to gold. So she's creating something absolutely amazing. You need to know that this is coming in. This is why it's appeared here. She's creating, she's birthing something wonderful into the world that's exactly right for you. And so if you can have this patience, know you're going on an adventure, but it doesn't need to come in all at once. It doesn't need to come in fast. Be patient, stay calm and centered, keep doing your thing. Find creative outlets if you're getting a little bit impatient, but know that something amazing is being birthed into your life. Now, you have the 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that's a really important message. You got the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Cups. New blessings want to come in. You just need some time out to rest before you go back into the fray. But this 8 of Swords, again, really important message. This feels to me like it's saying that the only thing that's going to stand in your way through this are your own thoughts, your own feelings of being trapped. She's actually free. She can walk away from these swords. She just can't see that because she's also blindfolded herself. This is once again pointing to that Knight of Swords energy and that Magician in the external factors energy, which is that sense that you might get a bit in your head feeling like you need to make a decision now. You can't see clearly the way through. Again, don't rush any of this. If you feel trapped, if you feel like you can't figure out where to go next or what to do, that's an indication that you're in this 8 of Swords energy. When you're in that 8 of Swords energy, you don't want to be making decisions because you can't see clearly. You can't feel clearly. So take some time out. That 4 of Swords, that 9 of Wands, take time to rest, to connect in with yourself. Oh, wow, you've got the balance there with the Temperance as well. Connect in with your heart. Find something creative. That's another reason that Empress is there for you. Find something creative. Put your energy into something creative, something maybe connected with nature. If you're not a particularly creative person, walk in nature, sit out on the beach or on a rock and listen to the streams. Sit out on your back deck and look at the clouds. Connect with nature, connect with something creative that will help ground you and connect you back in with your heart. And that will get you out of your head and will help remove that blindfold so you can see things a bit more clearly. But the main message, remember, Taurus, for all of this is to just be patient and take your time. Think before making any decisions here. This looks like a really beautiful journey. It feels gentle and slow. And if you're in the flow of it, with that Four of Swords, this feels like it's going to be a really beautiful journey. It's only if you try to rush things or you get caught up in your head that you might get a bit stuck. So really connecting with your heart, connecting with your creativity, and you'll be fine. Have an amazing time, Taurus.